Hey everybody, welcome to another video. Yay! So this one is kind of a unprepared video, kind of spontaneous. So I ordered this kit through eBay, uh, as it's a kit that I had when I was in high school. But even though actually I had the Revels version, the one with the red, I think is what, motorsport decals on it. I forget the livery, but it was the red one. So I mean, same one. It's just that the front I think is different. But anyway, so after looking, shopping around through eBay, I came across this one, which the price was pretty decent compared to the others. So in all the excitement, bid on it, won it, or paid for it actually. I think I did a offer, can't remember, but when I got it this past Saturday, I opened it up, and to my surprise, if I can open it this with one hand, actually the car was already built. I wish I would have taken a picture of it before that, but it was built, so I was shocked. Like, what the hell did I just get screwed over? But no, turns out I looked back at the post at the listing, the original listing, and it was all there. I just didn't look through it. So that's why the price was a bit low. So it was built, but so the only person that I could blame was myself. But yeah, so I was like, oh man, this sucks. But after closer inspection, calmed down, and it was not a glue bomb of a model. So I was like, well, I guess I'll take it apart and clean it up and restore it, right? And of course, it didn't have the decals either, so that's another problem. But I'll show you the kit in a minute. Let's just do a quick review of the box of the kit itself. So as you can see, it's from Monogram, so already off to a good start. This is 1/24 scale, and there's pictures of the completed model and how it would look like if you follow the instructions, I guess. Of course, I can't do that. I mean, I could probably get away with doing the main colors with an airbrush, but I still have all the other sponsor decals and all that stuff to find. So yeah, that's not gonna happen. But I figure I'd still restore it and make it nice. And so I took it apart and was successful. Not really parts that were broken off, other than this area here. I kind of like cut it open a little bit, or not, just took it apart from here as I was cutting it, but nothing a little glue couldn't fix. I already cleaned off the shell with some sandpaper. I think I used some light scuffing on it, or light sand pad, so it's not just enough to get the sheen off of the kit, so the paint can adhere easier. I mean, I'm still gotta wash it, and cleaned up this with a coarse sandpaper, because this was the only part that was a little bit of a glue bomb, I guess. So cleaned that off. You can see remnants of the glue. This area here, I cleaned this off too. This was another area that had issues with. I ended up breaking the windshield, but this was only for the sides and the inner back part, which was weird because I still have the one that goes on the outside area. And I think these broke off. Let me show you real quick if I can find it. Well, this is the front one, so I gotta clean this one off. Clean that off, but I can still use it. And as far as these, I guess, attachment points, I'm just gonna clean that off, clean those off, and use some aluminum pieces from a can or from a photo etch tree, and that should make it look a little bit more realistic. So that's how I'm gonna resolve that issue, and it'll be the same thing for the back. Let me see, let me find that windshield or window. So here is the one for the rear. I mean, the connection points are still there from the top, but the bottom I broke off. But like I said, should be an easy repair. I mean, it goes something like this. Oops. Come on. There you go. Push comes to shove, I can just sand these smooth. Oh man. Okay, hold on a second, guys. And guys and gals and kids of all ages. So I can just sand the whole thing off and just make these rails here or attachment points out of a strip of aluminum can, or if I have some photo etch fret lying around, I can probably use that if I have something that size, and that'll take care of that. So sounds simple enough anyways. So yeah, another area that I had issues with was these areas here where the vents go for the tires. Now those parts came off okay, so I can still use them. Here you go, there's one side, but as you can see, they put a little bit too much glue on there when I try to remove them. Oh, and by the way I removed the parts was using the thin cement from Tamiya and just attach it to where all the joints were with the other glue, and that loosened them up pretty good. So I got lucky on that, with exception of some areas here, but this I can just fix easily. Just put some little bit of plot plate from underneath, either fill it or cut this off, and just put a piece of the plot plate on there, or some putty. But that's easily fixed, so that's not an issue for me. At least I hope it's not. It seems like a fairly easy repair. Let's see what else on this as far as this goes. Yeah, the sides of the edge of the doors here, those I might have to fix up a little bit because I took off the inlets from there too. Let's see if I can find those. So yeah, so here we go. Once I attach it, I'm sure I can just use putty to fill it up and then just sand it smooth, and that should be able to take care of that part or that area. So it goes something like this. Yeah. Okay, so anyways, so this goes something like this. I know you can't see it on the screen right now. Give me a second. Okay, so the part goes something like that. So I just had to clean off the seam again. And the reason I took all these parts was just to, like I said, to clean them up and sand them a little bit, so when I paint it, I avoid having issues with the paint, since that's my Achilles heel as far as modeling goes, is painting. And also just to probably paint off some of the details here inside, and there you go. There, clean those off too. As far as this, yeah, just gotta clean off the exhaust tip there too a little bit, and I don't know. I was probably thinking of redoing these support beams, plastic rod, but we'll see how this works out. And same thing goes for the cage, but we'll see how that plays out. Pretty basic. I mean, not too much. This I still have to clean off though a little bit, sand it off, and yeah. I checked for the missing parts, and the only thing that is missing was the windshield wiper. So yeah, I'm gonna see if I can find a spare somewhere. And this is the interior bottom. I do have to redo those. That's where the seat goes. The piece is here somewhere. I'm in the box, but I'll probably just redo them with some stretch sprue or something. And once I get it all painted up and stuff, just reattach it, as you won't be able to see it anyways. But I do want to clean off all this attachment points where the glue was. Clean those off, and that's where this was. So clean all that stuff up again, and sand it, wash it, and paint it. And so these are the only two parts that I just left on there. I'll just sand around the seams and stuff, and that should be enough on that. I'll use a number 11 blade to clean off on the seams where there's excess glue. But other than that, that should be an easy fix there. And then just sand off on the front where the bottom mat at the top of the car. Clean all that off. And here's the rear spoiler wing assembly. I couldn't take off the clear part, so was brainstorming if I should just paint over it, but then of course I don't know how the red's gonna look. So I was thinking that maybe I should probably sand off the back area here where the lenses are. Oops, sorry. And whoa, there we go. And push out the clear part, and probably sand it from the back, and then just polish it, and then just cover it up with some new pieces of plow plate or styrene sheet, whatever you want to call it, you know. And then probably painted chrome, and then just paint the clear lenses clear red and do a couple coats so it kind of looks like on the box art or the model there. So that's my plan for that. And of course clean it up, and same thing with everything. The one thing that I never really liked about the kit was the airfoil on the back. So as I was looking through it, I thought, well, can't really do it like it is there because I don't have the decal for it. And I was thinking that maybe, okay, now hold on, let me back this up. There we go. So I was thinking that maybe once I assemble this back, well, you get the idea. Just put this back, and then just sand this or cut off the wing here area, and just kind of like fix it up so it kind of is flat. You know, cut off this molding area for the wing, cut it flat, and then just add an aftermarket wing, like from like a DTM or something like that. I think that would probably look pretty cool. So that's an idea that I'll have to work out if I want to do it or not. We'll see. And then of course, you know, I got the front that you can remove. So gotta clean this off. Gotta clean the bottom off. And yeah, I mean, the wheels were easy enough to remove. They were just clicking system, click system. So took those off. Here's the hood. Gotta clean that off. So pretty much it for this kit. Yeah, let me show you the glass that I broke off, because I couldn't wait to get home and do it. So again, on me. So that's all the glass there. I'll show you in the instructions how it's supposed to look like. So here we go. So you can see how it covers the back from the inside as well as the outside. There you see. So I gotta see if I can find some reference, some information on this car and use it to my advantage to make it more accurate, I guess. So hopefully it's just that this one that goes on the back, and they did this like this to make it easier to mold. Because the sides I can just use some clear sheet styrene to cover that up. That's easy. So yeah, pretty cool kit. We'll see how this goes, but yeah. So I'll be working this on the side as well. I'm pretty much almost done with the tank. Getting ready to paint it now. I already finished up all the photo etch on it and all that stuff. So I guess this car is basically gonna take its place. So yeah, look forward to more adventures with this kit.